Hi, I'm John Miller. I'm the director of the Neolife Scientific Advisory Board. I'd like to take a few minutes and share some information with you about the powerful human clinical research behind the NeolifeShakes and the Neolife weight management system. Throughout our lives, maintaining a healthy weight is fundamental to our health, vitality, and wellness. Yet for hundreds of millions of people, maintaining healthy body weight eludes them. Today, nearly 70% of the adult population is overweight or obese, putting them at much greater risk of chronic disease, including diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even cancer. For millions of people, their number one health goal is to lose some weight. But more often than not, their biggest challenge is how to get that done. There are literally hundreds of diet programs to choose from, with new trendy little twists and catchy little buzzwords coming along all the time. How is one to know who to trust? What's really going to work? As Dr. Julie points out in her video on weight loss, there are a few key factors that can make some weight loss diets safer and more effective than others. Another message that comes through clearly in that video is the key role of protein and how it can help us burn more calories through what is known as the thermic effect, where the calories needed to metabolize the protein are greater than the caloric content itself. Studies have shown that high protein diets can help preserve muscle mass while promoting fat loss. It may even reduce cravings and help us eat less. Another message that comes through clearly from Dr. Julie is weight loss programs that are not just a bunch of promises, but rather clinically tested and proven effective represent the best choices. Clinical evidence of benefit is a very strong indicator of probable success in one of the most challenging life tasks, maintaining healthy body weight. The power of protein and effective weight loss is something that Neolife pioneered decades ago. One of the first companies to introduce high-protein meal replacement drinks in the early 1960s, Neolife's protein-based weight loss programs have helped tens of thousands pursue and achieve their weight loss goals. And the clinical evidence to support those programs has been significant and well respected. Our industry-leading work on glycemic response control meal replacements showed that we were able to influence the body's response to a balanced meal containing high protein, simple and complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats to help keep blood glucose within normal ranges and promote the utilization of fat for energy. This clinical evidence was first presented at important scientific meetings and later published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition. Our most recent human clinical trials showcase just how well the NeolifeShake portion of our weight management program works. This powerful evidence is the result of human clinical trials conducted under the guidance of the Neolife Scientific Advisory Board by a world-leading clinical research facility. This state-of-the-science 12-week controlled intervention trial assesses the daily consumption of NeolifeShakes for weight loss and weight management on people in free-living, real-world circumstances of daily life. No special training was employed, no special tools or devices were used, just our straightforward, whole food-based dietary guidance and suggestions and NeolifeShakes. Wanting to make sure that the study was a reflection of real-world challenges, an intervention trial protocol was selected. This means that all participants would continue with their daily lives, just as always, only utilizing the NeolifeShake along with simple meal suggestions and product usage guidance. Once developed, this protocol was sent to an independent review board of well-respected world-class scientists for approval before the study was started. All participants selected were healthy, free-living men and women between 25 and 55 years of age. They were recruited from the general population and invited to participate in this 12-week trial. Baseline values were established for each qualified candidate at their first clinical visit, including weight, body mass index, body fat, and blood values. Each participant was then given enough NeolifeShake for 2 meals each day for 2 weeks. At each 2-week interval, they returned to the clinic where interviews were taken and measures were charted. They were then given another 2-week supply. Follow-up occurred at all participants at every interval. At the conclusion of the trial, all data of each participant was sent for statistical analysis. The results were compelling. Throughout the 12-week study period, it was apparent that the participants were experiencing not just weight loss, but significant loss of body fat as well. By the end of the 12-week trial, the evidence was even stronger. Here's what we saw. Clinically proven weight loss. Average body weight lost was 5.27 pounds and up to 23.4 pounds. Clinically proven fat loss using a state-of-the-science analytical protocol known as bioelectric impedance analysis. Researchers showed that participants' baseline to completion body fat percentage decreased on average by a very rewarding 9.86%. Clinically proven body mass index reduction, or BMI. Data collected and calculated for participants at baseline and at each clinic visit thereafter showed continuous significant decrease in BMI throughout the study period. To summarize, not only did the human clinical evidence substantiate weight loss, but also fat loss and BMI reductions. It is well known that overweight and obesity can increase your risk for cardiovascular disease. Correspondingly, it would seem logical that healthy weight loss would result in cardiovascular benefits. But rather than leave that important idea to chance or speculation, we decided to make it a key secondary element of the clinical trial. In other words, we wanted proof of cardiovascular benefit, and we got it. Once again, using sophisticated analytical methodologies to evaluate baseline and trial completion blood samples, total cholesterol values were shown to decrease markedly, from about 200 to less than 185. HDL cholesterol was protected. HDL cholesterol, the good form of cholesterol, is known to be protective against heart and cardiovascular disease. Maximizing its presence in blood serum is a wise and heart-healthy thing to do. Trial researchers found that despite the serious decrease in total cholesterol and LDL, or bad cholesterol, the good HDL cholesterol levels were maintained. Total cholesterol to HDL ratio was improved. In addition to keeping total cholesterol at less than 200, the balance between total cholesterol and HDL, or good cholesterol, is another primary heart health disease risk factor. Seen as the strongest predictor of ischemic heart disease risk by leading researchers, keeping the total cholesterol to HDL cholesterol ratio as low as possible, with a target range of less than 3 to 1 being considered excellent. Evidence from the NeolifeShakes clinical trial showed an improvement in the ratio of total cholesterol to HDL cholesterol from 3.17 to 1 to 2.95 to 1. Once the study was completed and all the details had been worked out and validated through independent statistical analysis, the results of this important clinical trial were presented to the scientific community. First was a poster presentation titled, "Assessing the Efficacy of the NeolifeShakes Protein-Based Meal Replacement Product on Weight Loss," made at the 55th Annual Conference of the American College of Nutrition that focused on translational nutrition, the science of turning research into practice. That was followed by the poster abstract being published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition, our second publication of human clinical evidence in that prestigious journal. As Dr. Julie said in her video, not all products are the same. This level of scientific proof about not just weight loss, but about body mass reduction and cardiovascular risk benefit or improvement is a perfect example of what we call the Neolife difference. When you couple this with our dedication to high purity, non-GMO, whole food nutrition and a reputation for excellence, you can begin to see just what it is that makes Neolife the decades-long leader in the nutritional supplement industry.